The Regional Airport is beginning a major construction project to prepare for the future. Sophia Ridley has more on that.
The Ruston Regional Airport expansion project is being funded by a $1 million Federal Aviation Administration grant.
We have great program managers both at the state and the federal level that appreciate the work that we do in spending those dollars efficiently and wisely, and so they've been great in awarding Ruston projects because they know we'll see those through and finish them in a timely manner.
The goal of the project is to expand the airport's apron and improve the hangar access taxiway. Part of that expansion is having additional space for planes like the ones used in the Louisiana Tech Aviation program.
Tie those planes down closer to the operations center there at the university is one of the key factors and really one of the great benefits for the division and the continued growth and improvement of our airport.
Mayor Ronnie Walker also stressed how important the airport is for businesses.
20 more planes at your airport, buying fuel, whatever they do for a business, doing it, making it easier for them to expand their own businesses. It's a big economic driver.
The project is expected to be completed sometime in the beginning of 2025. Reporting in Ruston, Sophia Ridley, KNOE 8 News.